Live from the KFOX 14 studios in El Paso and Las Cruces, you're watching the Emmy Award-winning KFOX 14 News at 9.
A powerful storm system blasts into the borderland, bringing hail, lightning, and thunderstorms, sparking rock slides and flooded streets. Now we're about to get hit once again. Hello, everyone. I'm Robert Olguin.
I'm Iraca Castillo, and right now we are under a severe thunderstorm watch until 11 tonight in El Paso and Hudspeth counties. We have reporters all around the city, but we begin tonight with our chief meteorologist, Sandra Diaz. She is tracking the storms.
That's right. We do remain under a severe thunderstorm watch. And basically what that means is that all areas in this colored pink could be looking at yet another round of possible severe thunderstorms as we are seeing more storms develop. The line of storms that hit earlier today, you can't see it because of the mountains, but you can certainly see the line because of the lightning strikes near Del City and near Van Horn and off to our north and east. But we still are seeing more rain move in, and that rain is once again moving over areas that just got hit hard. So another agitation to the situation. We do have some moderate rainfall. At least this is not of severe magnitude right now, but we do have some lightning associated with it. What our chance of seeing more severe weather looks like for tonight is still ahead.
All right, Sandra, thank you. An 18-wheeler transporting several cars lost control on I-10 near downtown El Paso. At least 2 vehicles fell off that transporter. KFOX 14 News at 9's Claudia Tristan is live from near downtown with the latest. Claudia.
Right now, we are actually inside of our vehicle because of that rain and lightning above us. But we have been out here tracking that accident out here on I-10 East and Campbell. Now, I-10 East is still closed right now. They are still trying to move those vehicles off of the highway. What we could see was a transporter carrying at least 6 vehicles. Those vehicles fell off of the transporter, causing an accident across I-10 East right here at Campbell. So remember, I-10 East is still closed on the way to Campbell. Crews are still out here trying to clean up the debris and move those vehicles out of the way so that they can open up I-10 East as well. We did see heavy backup through this evening, leading all the way to Schuster is where we saw that backup, and we've been reminding people to try to find alternate routes as I-10 East still remains closed, specifically here at Campbell. Now we're going to keep you guys updated on the situation out here, and we'll keep you updated online and over the air should I-10 East open up later this evening. Reporting live in downtown El Paso, Claudia Tristan, KFOX 14 News at 9.
Claudia, thank you. A huge rock wall also collapsed during the storm in West El Paso.
Cars were crushed. KFOX 14 News at 9's Ashley Claster is live with a look at the damage. She continues our team coverage tonight. Ashley.
Robert, Erica, this is a really wild sight. The business parking lot at Suncrest and Wallenberg is covered in rocks and debris. The stormwater moved so quickly through the area, a rock wall collapsed and destroyed these cars.
A street at home, and I knew it was going to be a bad flood, and because a lot of the mountainside drains here.
Water filled the street at Suncrest near Mesa Hills, but Alec Fellhaber had no idea what was coming.
And so we started getting phone calls that we had gotten hit really bad.
He owns a business here.
I showed up here, and my office is flooded. The office car is gone. Some of my neighbors got it worse. Almost all of their vehicles got hit.
He says 3/4 of the offices nearby are flooded.
A very strong, reinforced rock wall. And it had sustained some repairs over the years, but nothing this powerful had hit it. So this just goes to show the force of water.
This rock wall was 8 feet tall this morning, and in a matter of minutes, it was collapsed to rubble on the ground. And as for his car,
it's a nice little car. It's for sale, and I'll give you a good price on it.
It will likely take cleanup crews several hours, if not more, to clear up all of these rocks and debris. And right now in West El Paso, it's still sprinkling. Reporting live in West El Paso, Ashley Claster, KFOX 14 News at 9.
Thank you, Ashley. There's also a big mess to clean up in the Upper Valley. That's where we join KFOX 14 News at 9's Ryan Hill, who's live in front of a home that was nearly hit by lightning and shows you what the lightning hit instead. Ryan?
Erica, Norma Rios tells me that she was driving up in her driveway after dropping her kids off from the gym when she heard a loud crack and a loud boom happen right outside of her house. And check this out, a lightning bolt came down and split open this tree that they say has been in their front yard for years. Norma Rios tells us that it went up in seconds, and look, take a look at this. It went collapsing into their front yard. There's actually a pretty sizable dent underneath all of this foliage here, and Norma Rios tells us that, you know, when this all happened, she was really scared and never expected Mother Nature to be this dangerous. Texas Gas and city crews left here probably about 30 minutes ago clearing out debris from this area. You can see all of the branches that they had to clear out of the road after this lightning bolt split open this tree over here on Montoya Drive. It is absolutely astonishing to see the force of Mother Nature at work here in the Upper Valley. Reporting live in the Upper Valley, Ryan Hill, KFOX 14 News at 9.
All right, Ryan, thank you so much. And the rain came down hard and fast near Sunland Park. This is an area that's already bad enough just with the traffic alone. Add the rain into the mix and it slowed down traffic even more than usual.
Streets turned into fast-moving streams in the lower valley. Most of the heavy flooding was at the intersection of Lafayette and Yarborough. Some drivers say they had to make sure to drive carefully during today's fast-moving storm.
It was pretty hectic on the way home. It was heavy rain and hail. I got hail, so I was driving very slow along the gateway in here.
Drivers say they usually see flooding at this intersection during heavy storms.
Well, we're receiving a lot of viewer photos from around the borderland, and we want to say thank you for everybody who sent photos. And we got so many great photos and videos that it was hard to narrow it down to a few. But here is a good look around town. Brittany Gonzalez sent us this picture of the hail that she saw in Chaparral. I don't know if you can see it sort of bundled up or just sort of clogged up against the walls of what may be her phone. Now check this out. This is a photo of a car stranded and almost completely submerged, about halfway in water. This was sent to us by Eli Camacho. And look at this. She's holding these pieces of hail. Monique Walter Rodriguez sent us this. This was what was coming down in northeast El Paso, about the size of a nickel, maybe a little bit larger. This one also from northeast El Paso. So that looks like cotton, but those are actually balls of hail in front of the home of Sabrina Cox. So once again, thanks to all who sent in the photos and videos.
There are some scattered power outages throughout the city. El Paso Electric says it's working to try and fix all of them. We're taking a live look now at El Paso Electric's power outage map. You can see a couple of yellow dots for outages affecting up to 5,000 people. One along Mesa Hills, the other near Montwood High School in East El Paso. There are numerous smaller outages. There are green dots on the map. Those are affecting about 50 customers each. Remember, you can stay on all the weather conditions by going to our KFOX Severe Weather app. You can find it in the Apple Store or on Google Play.
The Texas primary runoff election is tomorrow, and El Pasoans will be voting for a new county judge. Here's a look at the runoff between the two Democratic candidates vying for the seat. They are former El Paso Mayor John Cook and businessman Ricardo Samaniego. There are no Republican challengers. Now, one of the issues the El Paso County judge will face is stormwater and flooding problems. And as we clearly saw today, that continues to be a problem during monsoon season.
It's really an issue that we have to get some help from the state. The state has to give us the authority to do building permits and inspections, to have codes that people have to build by. That takes care of drainage, floodwater control. You know, we can't just keep going on having colonias.
Able to do the zoning that's necessary in order to be able to do that. Infrastructure, we need to get ahead of ourselves. There's things that need to be done. There's a lot of stuff that happen, and we just can't wait. You know, sometimes, as we say, we want to eat the elephant all in one sitting. And I think there's a lot of small things that we could do.
More than 440,000 El Paso voters cast their ballots early for the runoff election, which again is tomorrow. More than 11,000 voted in the Democratic runoff. 452 El Pasoans voted in the Republican primary runoff. Early voting ended on Friday of last week, but voters in El Paso won't have to wait as long to vote during the next early voting season. The county has some new voting machines that should work more efficiently. They're called poll pads, and they were already in use during the most recent early voting period. It helps voters check in through a tablet.
And it gives you a little receipt that tells you what ballot you got and what precinct you're in, and gives you all that information. It also makes it quicker to check in. We were checking in just under 48 seconds.
But those poll pads will not be used in tomorrow's election.
A former Fort Bliss soldier accused in the death of an El Paso County constable will not face any charges. Today, the district attorney's office dropped the charges against Devon Huerta. Huerta had gone to trial twice before, and twice the trials ended in a hung jury. The latest happened in March. Huerta was accused of punching Constable Robert White in a parking lot in 2014. Investigators say that led to White having a medical episode, which then led to his death. But in a trial, a coroner testified that White also had high blood pressure. The city of El Paso is honoring a fallen El Paso police officer. A park in the Lower Valley has been renamed in honor of Officer David Ortiz. It's near North Loop and North Carolina Drive. It was originally called Carolina Park. The city unveiled the new name on Saturday. Officer Ortiz was killed in March of 2016. He was on his patrol motorcycle when he was intentionally hit by a driver in East El Paso.
El Paso police have identified the person who was seriously injured in a pedestrian crash. Police say 58-year-old Hector Avila was hit by a car while he was crossing an intersection yesterday morning. Investigators say the driver, 38-year-old Leandro Casella, didn't yield as he made a right turn onto Mesa from Montana. Avila had to be taken to the hospital. He was in critical condition at the time.
The next phase of the massive Go 10 West, or rather Go West project, Go 10 project, in West El Paso will include new lanes near the Sunland Park exit. Over the weekend, crews finished removing the old flyover on the Sunland Park on-ramp in West El Paso. They also demolished the old columns, all in an effort to make space for those new lanes.
This whole project is adding these collector-distributor lanes on each side of I-10. Those are high-speed travel lanes. They're not frontage roads. They're auxiliary lanes, so that they'll be devoted.
TxDOT also says drivers can expect another major change in June. They'll be switching the westbound lanes on the existing lanes so that they can also rebuild the Mesa underpass.
A Latino tradition has turned into huge business. The time and money invested in quinceañeras, and a look at the industry here in the borderland.
Rezoning, the new development plan set for a part of Las Cruces, and what the community says it needs.
Many local schools are not doing the recommended active shooter drills. How one state lawmaker says that situation should be handled. Coming up on KFOX 14 News at 9. Coverage you can count on.